Neither of these ladies have earned a title on the World Tour just yet. One of them certainly will have a chance tomorrow. Malvika Bansod and Natsuki Nidaira, our next match on court. And in fact, you can see that other semi-final at the top of the screen there in a couple of matches' time, right here between Baewen Zhang and the youngster Hina Akichi. But it was a terrific result yesterday for Malvika Bansod, coming through against the number 3 seed Kirsty Gilmore. That was the performance for me. Gilmore struggling with a bit of drift out there in the quarters yesterday. Bansod holding her nerve. A couple of our technical officials making their way out to court.
And now, let's welcome our player from India, Malvika Bansod.
And there is the 22-year-old Malvika Bansod. Looking relaxed, she makes her way out onto court number 1.
And their opponent from Japan, Natsuki Nidaira.
And this is her opponent today from Japan, Natsuki Nidaira. Runner-up at the Swiss Open all the way back in 2018, over 6 years ago now. Her best performance to date on the World Tour. A handful of international series and international challenge titles. In fact, that applies to both of these players.
Okay, thank you for
no head-to-head to speak of for this one.
Malvika, red or black? Red, so you're black. Red. That's receive or serve? Serve? Receive. Perfect. Good match.
Well, Bansod wins the toss. She was very quick to elect the far side of the court to start the match. Fairly drifty conditions here in Fort Worth this week. That choice of ends, absolutely crucial. So Malvika Bansod, 22 years of age now. That's around 5'5" in height. She's from Nagpur, Maharashtra in India, inside the top 50 in the world rankings at the moment. She was up at 28 for a fortnight or so, going back around 18 months to the start of 2023. There's that performance I mentioned against Kirsty Gilmore to follow up that second round match against Fabikova, which also went the distance. Currently the 4th ranked Indian in women's singles. As we take a closer look at Natsuki Nidaira, who's 25 from Ibaraki in Japan. And a similar story in the rankings, really. 38 currently, but was up at 24 around 12 or 13 months ago or so. And the 5th highest ranked Japanese women's singles player, but what a performance yesterday against Busanan Ongbanrungfan of Thailand. Straight games as well. That was the impressive thing for me. Efficient on court so far this week, not dropping a game.
Ready to play.
took bronze at the World Junior Championships in women's singles, or girls singles really, all the way back in 2015 as we look at our umpire for this one. And Alia Lescano from Argentina. It's a friendly looking face, isn't it? Let's hope she stays friendly as the match gets underway. Fabio Betto, our service judge for this one from Italy.
Ladies and gentlemen, on our right, Malvika Bansod, India. And on my left, Nidaira Natsuki, Japan. Malvika Bansod to serve. Love all. Play. Service over. 1, love.
Some terrific height on that clear from Bansod.
Service over. 1, all.
Perhaps just feeling out the conditions again today, finding out where the drift is and how much impact it's having. And again, the height on the lift. Typically, you only see that kind of height when a player's really under pressure.
Service over. 2, 1.
Which she wasn't in those two rallies. Look at that strapping on the left knee of Nidaira. I hadn't noticed that until the close-up with that skin-coloured tape, but
2, all.
the right-hander typically lunging forwards on the right leg. There's a bit of an issue there to have the left knee strapped up the way it is. Slightly unorthodox technique overhead, Bansod. Reminds me of another tremendous Indian women's singles player, Saina Nehwal. Just the way she cocks that forehand and rips through the shuttle. Hitting slightly square. Effective though. Doesn't matter how you do it, as long as you can do it. Oh.
Service over. 3.
Well, a much more textbook technique from Nidaira in that round the head corner. Bansod, no answer to that straight smash.
Service over. 4-3.
Disguising that drop shot really well, Bansod.
Service over. 4-all.
Good speed out of the rear corner from the Indian. Good shot.
5-4. Six, 4.
Nidaira currently sitting at number 5 in the Japanese women's singles rankings, with young Tomoka Miyazaki
7-4.
climbing ahead recently. We'll also see Hina Akichi later today. So 2 Japanese women's singles players, nowhere near the top in the semi-finals here in the US. Strength in depth. Oh, that is a lovely shot.
8-4.
Deceptive from Nidaira. Well executed
9-4.
from this lady. Big high lift again from Bansod. But the 1-2 finish, too much for the Indian to handle. 9-4 already on the scoreboard. Well left.
10-4.
Nothing wrong with the slice from Bansod. Terrific in defence, Nidaira. That's unlucky.
Service over. 5-10.
Well, she's got some variation, Bansod.
7-10.
Doesn't seem to rotate the body
Return the shuttle.
side on as much as a lot of players. But that turn of the wrist with the racket gives her that impressive variation of shots.
Service over. 11-7 interval.
Well, 4 points splits the two players early in the match. First game interval. Nidaira working hard, but getting those just rewards.
Seconds. 20 seconds. On court. Back on court. Eleven, 7, play.
Well, that kind of diving defense from Nidaira is exactly the reason why she's got this lead so far, because the attack from Bansod is hugely threatening. Terrific work ethic so far from the Japanese. Oof, came off the frame from Bansod, I think.
Service over. 8-12.
Oh, that's a good block, followed up by a great net shot. But she's missed the court.
9-12.
Getting into a controlling position and then leaking that mistake out wide.
Play.
A couple of lifelines, the last couple of points for Bansod. Forcing the shots out wide, trying to find that corner.
9.
Well, it's hot out here in Texas. You can see on the faces of both players halfway through game one, and it is tough to play in these conditions. Well played, Nidaira.
14-9. Change.
Around 37 degrees Celsius, that is, right now here in Texas. It's around 104 or so. Aircon, of course, in the arena, but it still isn't going to bring things down as much as these two players would hope.
Service over. 10-14.
Clever shot from Bansod. Nidaira, though, so committed to the follow-up.
Service over.
She breaks the string, just slightly missed time in the shuttle.
Back on court.
Well, the umpire calling for them to get back on court. Despite the obvious need to towel down.
Play.
That's a good smash again.
16-10.
Going wide, is it? Just. And there's a challenge. It was close.
Malvika Bansod
But
challenge.
I suspect it was the right decision.
Out.
And the Hawkeye team confirm
Challenge
that one
unsuccessful.
is definitely wide.
One challenge remaining. 17-10. Play. Service over. 11-17.
Nidaira needing to just keep that focus. 6 points lead. She's got a healthy cushion here. Oh, she's found the line, I think. Any challenge this time from Bansod? No.
Service over. 18-11.
Prepared to let that one settle in, and just 3 points required.
Service over. 12-18.
Plenty of support for Bansod out here. She'll be hoping to give them something to cheer about. It's going to take something special, though, to take this opening game from this position. It's going wide.
Natsuki Nidaira challenge.
Well, a challenge this time from
called
Nidaira.
Out.
I suspect a chance to towel down and refocus. She was pretty close to this shuttle. And it's confirmed
Challenge
wide by Hawkeye.
unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. Service over. 13-18. Play.
Oh, poor decision. There is a bit of drift left to right.
14-18.
We've seen that a few times today. Players can attack that corner with a lot of confidence, as the drift will help keep the shuttle in court. Important point here, if Bansod can take this one, she might still have some hope for the opening game. That's clever from Nidaira. Oh, it's a good rally, but it's gone long.
15-18.
Support from that crowd behind Bansod. Sense of something to get excited about. She's used that smash around the head. Nidaira really well today so far. Oh, telegraphed that somewhat. Bansod early. That's a good shot. Oh, but matched by Bansod, brilliant.
Service over. 16-19. Change the shuttle.
Well, a must-win point for Bansod, given the scoreline. Oh, what a shame. The drift, no doubt,
Service over.
coming into play.
20. Game point. 16.
Nidaira settles herself. 4 game points in hand. No challenge.
Game.
Bansod happy to let that one slide by.
First game won by
And Natsuki Nidaira takes the opener, 21-16.
20 seconds. 20 seconds. Second game. Love all. Play.
Well, an interesting choice of music during the interval. Not sure will help settle the nerves of these two looking for a place in the final. That's called in.
One love.
That will build some confidence for Nidaira, finding the back line in the opening point after the change of ends.
Two love.
Bansod in reverse and does the opposite.
Three love.
Well, 3 disappointing points on the bounce for Malvika Bansod. That will build some confidence.
Service over. 1-3.
It's gone wide. Shake of the head from Nidaira.
2-3.
Off the net, brilliant. Nothing Bansod could do.
Service over. 4-2.
Simply up in the air and hope that she doesn't play it with too much pace, but an easy finish for Nidaira. Good save. But a good length. Bansod finally
Service over.
finds the back line.
3-4. Wipe the court, please. Thank you. Three, 4. Service over. 5-3.
Well, like 2 boxes at times. Throwing blows with those high punch clears, trying to make each other late. Wow, nothing late about that. Nidaira,
6-3.
left leg jump out, took that so early. Watch this. Too flat from Bansod. Well, the error count not where it should be. Change of ends perhaps has just thrown a small spanner in the works. Oof.
8-3.
Slightly unsure, Bansod. Forced to take this very awkwardly on the backhand.
Fault. 9-3. Plancha. Service over. 4-9.
Well, the umpire just checking with the line judge. The point awarded to the Indian. Oh, that was a poor leave.
Service over. 10-4.
Out of sorts at this moment, Malvika Bansod.
Service over. 5-10.
This is better. This is what we saw much more of in the first. Wild though from Bansod. A cheap point and the mid-game interval in the second.
11-5 interval.
Nidaira looking the more controlled player. But it's costing her here. She's having to work very hard. It's going to be a hard-fought week for her should she get through to tomorrow's final. And if that happens, things won't get any easier. The other women's singles semi-final today, top seed and home crowd favourite Beiwen Zhang against Nidaira's young teammate Hina Akichi. I don't think Nidaira will like the prospect of either of those two women.
20
should she make it to the final.
Back on court. Back on court, Natsuki. Eleven, 5. Play. Service over. 6-11.
Well, it's right now that Malvika Bansod has to dig really deep if she wants a chance in this match. Cannot afford to let Nidaira slip away. That's a clever punch clear. Brilliant.
Service
from Nidaira.
over. 12-6. Change the shot.
A look of determination on the face of Natsuki Nidaira. Yeah, brilliant.
Service over.
The flat
7,
lift into that rear
12.
corner, perfectly played. Using the drift well, that one. And a wonderful follow-up.
Service over. 13-6. Correction, 13-7.
The speed of footwork from Nidaira, so impressive. The way she can change direction that quick.
14-7.
So much of the hard work done by these top players off court.
Play.
Strength and conditioning, those plyometrics, Nidaira is clearly employing in training. What does Bansod need to do to find a way through?
Service over.
Pinpoint
8-14.
accuracy.
Natsuki, puts on the shuttle.
Nice deception. Oh, sublime touch from Nidaira.
Service over. 15.
Just guiding that
8.
shuttle across court. Killing all the pace. Well, no doubts who the crowd are supporting out here.
9-15.
Bansod getting Nidaira in all sorts of trouble, going over the top. Variation. And one more time from Bansod.
10-15.
Hey, buddy.
She'll need that crowd behind her if
Players,
any kind of comeback is on here.
you have to be ready fast.
Well, the umpire not giving these two much time to breathe. Nice slice from Bansod.
11-15. Quick out. Quick out. Yeah. Natsuki. Your turn.
Well, if the comeback is on, Bansod's left it a little later than she did yesterday against Kirsty Gilmore in the quarter-final. Lost the opener to 10. But as I recall, she was ahead at the break in the second.
12-15.
Flirting with danger a little more today. She's found her way back to within 3 points. Did well, Bansod, to get out of trouble. That's gone wide, though. Well, it was curling back into court, wasn't it?
Service over. 16-12.
10% more pace on the shuttle. Had it carried a bit more distance, it might have caught the back line. As it goes, it stayed wide.
Play.
Nidaira putting an end to the 4 straight points from Bansod. That's definitely gone wide.
17-12.
Will it be just a little too late for Malvika Bansod? That's well played from the Indian.
Service over. 13-17. Change the shot. Play. Over. 18-13.
Well, she read that well, Nidaira. Forcing Bansod to gamble, who went for pace off balance. It's gone long.
19-13.
And it appears that fight back from Bansod might have been left a bit too long.
Play.
Just 2 points required for Nidaira for a place in the women's singles final. That is superb. That's a sign of confidence.
20. Match point. 13.
Calmly deceives Bansod with that forehand net shot. Seven match points here. First time I'm asking as Bansod goes wide. Natsuki Nidaira takes her place in the women's singles final. Well, it was thirsty work out there. You can see how hard these two players
Match won
have
by
had to work.
Natsuki Nidaira. 21-10, 21-13.
Well, a straight games win for Natsuki Nidaira. And will it be an all Japanese women's singles final? We'll find out in a couple of matches' time. But right now, Nidaira through in straight games, 21-16, 21-13 over Malvika Bansod.
Let's give a round of applause for our women's singles semifinalists.
Well, from Taipei, it's Lu Qian and Li Chichen up next in the mixed doubles, and they're taking on the reasonably new pairing of Jesper Toft and Amelie Mageland. Well, welcome back to Fort Worth in Texas, USA. As we turn our attention to the 7th semi-final of the day.
Please welcome the technical officials on court 1.
Mixed doubles action up next. A fascinating mixed doubles this week.